Today I'm going to be talking about an installation that I did of USB ports for the rear passengers. You'll see that there are two ports back there. Each has a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp. So there's technically 4 charging ports back there. The reason why I decided to mount them here is because if you take a look at the inside here, this thing comes out. There is not a whole lot of width to mount a USB port. So the back of this port is probably about at least 1 inch long. So this itself is not wide enough to accommodate a port sticking through here. So if you mount it on the face here, you'll have to have enough room for the port to stick through back here, and of course the wiring has to go back there somewhere. So this top portion was not an option. Now I did consider mounting them down below here because the depth of this thing only goes so far, and right below there's enough room to mount some USB ports, but I thought that the location down here was a little too low, was a little too close to the edge here. I just felt that there wasn't enough room down there. This piece of plastic is pretty flimsy, so if you'll see that I'm able to push it in. So I wanted to mount the USB ports to something a little more firm. When we take road trips, we like to have a little cooler back here. We'll just stash it back here, so in case the kids get thirsty, we can reach back here, pull a drink, and just hand it to the kids. So having USB ports down here would have impeded the cooler, or vice versa. The cooler would have impeded the USB port openings here. So it made sense for me to mount them in this center console here because there's plenty of room to manipulate the wiring. So first thing we got to do is remove the switch panel and the center console. So we're going to undo the shift knob, both shift knobs actually. Okay, and then the way to remove this center console is to take out these two 10mm screws down there. Once those screws are out, there's a little piece of plastic here that covers the parking brake. That comes right out. And then you just pull up. Move this. Pull that up, and this comes right out. The next thing to do is to remove these two clips. There's one on this side and one on the other side. You just gotta push it in, pull it straight out. Do the same thing for the other side. Here's the one on the other side. That clip comes out. Okay, now we've got 2 more 10mm bolts on either side of the shift column. And now this other piece of the center console will come out. The wires for these 2 charging ports are connected to each other. See, they're daisy chained together. So the power here is connected. These two are connected. Right, these two are connected. And then it goes into this one here, this red line, which goes into the fuse box, and then the black, you can see the black ground is also connected together. This one here is connected to this here, and then it's the single black line out that is grounded. So the fact that I can have these two close together like so allows me to daisy chain them together and connect just a single red and a single black line. And they are connected to a on-off switch on the console here. You'll see it says power, and if I click that, that switch turns on, and I have power to my USB ports here.